The religious head of the Transcendental Meditation movement, Tony Nader. Would you learn TM and promote it in your non-meditating family if this was the image you saw? If you were Catholic or Jewish, would this be attractive to you? Probably not, if you're honest about your opinion. You would probably not want your kids to get near this organization. Later, you would feel justified in avoiding this organization after seeing King Nader with his golden Maharaja crown sitting on his golden throne. After seeing the Maharaja with his multitude of golden-crowned Rajas during a semi-religious celebration, you would likely just laugh. Although, in this current picture, the royal couple is not seen with crowns, the image still gives a religious-like feeling. So this is where we are at, the once great meditation movement, which claimed to be non-religious and open to all religious people, has settled into a state of an offshore accounting-driven, sect-like operation. The international leader of Transcendental Meditation, Tony Nader, the neo-Hindu clown king with offshore companies, checked in from India for his 2025 birthday celebration. The Maharaja, indulging in a $25 million oceanfront luxury villa and desecrating Mahatma Gandhi's legacy alongside the leader of the Hindutva-Nazi terror organization, once again announced ambitious plans to his subjects, who have been waiting for over 50 years for the promised heaven on earth.
The most illustrious leader of Veda and Vedic knowledge and the highest level of enlightenment. I have been so blessed and honored to know him and to know that his purity of teaching, of desire for everyone to live enlightenment and rise in higher states of consciousness, his devotion to the true knowledge of life, to the fullness of life for all mankind, any human being born on earth, and extending that to all that is on planet Earth, all environment, all family life, all that is the animate and inanimate aspect of life. And that is really the value of Veda, where Chetana, pure consciousness, is seen awakening in every aspect of life, in every
Dev. Maharajaji, we are enjoying the blissful swings of the celebration of your birthday with the Maharshi Vedic Pandits here in the Brahmastan of Maharshi's Peace Palace in Meru, the Netherlands. And we just started to watch the celebration at Vedaland, Maharshi Vedaland, near Pune in India, with yourself and Swami Giri, and we got the message that you could connect conveniently at this moment.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev Maharajaji.
Well, thank you all for organizing and joining together on this day. It's certainly a special day when one is born, but it becomes more and more special as it gets its significance with Maharishi's blessings. The tape that was shown with Maharishi speaking is most touching, of course, and inspiring, and brings a high level of sense of responsibility and duty to achieve those goals that Maharishi has set up in the way that he wants it and in the way that he plans it, and actually to let it happen as Maharishi is still with us and guiding us. And today I'm not in Europe, I'm in India, and we have had amazing meetings, a glorious possibility that can really achieve the goal. And every step of the way in terms of achieving the goal, we can see Maharishi's presence. Maharishi's plans, Maharishi's how he structured Veda and human physiology, transcending the para, how he explained the different aspects of Veda and Vedic literature, how he highlighted the importance of Ashtanga Yoga being limbs rather than steps, and that Samadhi can bring all the values. And now this knowledge and this Maharishi's great depths of understanding and elaboration and technology and science is so much recognized in India on the very highest level that we are feeling certainly that the times will change and are going to be changing. I am now on what is called Veda land. Veda land has been created by the efforts of Raja Luis Ji together with Kaleji, who is a great leader, a wealthy individual who is passionate about Veda and became passionate about Maharishi's understanding of Veda and the 40 aspects and how they relate to the physiology, how they relate to the universe, and has created a place in India which has been developed and being developed, that he has put all his energy and family assets in it, and now has attracted the top leadership of India to be here. And all is according to Maharishi's plan. Everything is according to Maharishi's desire. And we are able to really communicate on the highest level. We feel the strength of Maharishi's knowledge that resonates with their deepest understanding and sometimes their expectations, and gives them a scientific angle on what they know to be the truth and the way to make. And this has been flourishing and growing together with, of course, the large that are meeting and getting together. It takes time to train 10,000 people in this knowledge, of course, going through enough practice and experience of TM, and then the techniques, and then the cities, and then the flying, and getting all of that settled for 10,000 groups in the same place. But it is really happening, and it has been happening. And so these transition times are having their own difficulties. We feel deep connection and sorrow in terms of, for example, what's happening in Los Angeles in the United States. We send our heartfelt, warm supports and thoughts, all of us, so that people can recover their properties, their well-being, and be away from harm's way, as well as all that is happening in Middle East and in Eastern Europe and here and there, different places on this transition time. And so we don't get distracted by that, because there is such a huge upsurge of interest in the real way to solve all these problems, which is from the field of pure being, from the field of pure consciousness, from Veda, from the applications of Veda, and from its expansion on its most profound level, which is developing the ability to transcend on an individual level, as well as on a global level, and on a group level, of course. So we know all of that, but I really, on this day, want to thank you all for your thoughts and feelings, which I know are there, and I know them every day of the year. And I celebrate your birth, everyone's birth on this planet Earth, that together we have been given such a family of enlightened people that continue in spite of what appears to be obstacles and resistances sometimes. Yet we really see the light shining in a bright, bright way. So I wanted to share this with you. It is real, it is profound, it is complete, it is on a very high level, and you can rest assured then when these clouds have passed that the full sunshine of heaven on earth, this full sunshine of enlightenment, going to start really shining everywhere and raising every community to higher levels of thinking and feeling and achieving, and to the world community to rise to peace and harmony and the absence of disasters as we experienced in the past days and even the past years, recent years. So with that feeling again, infinite gratitude to Maharishi and the holy tradition and all those who uphold that knowledge. All glory to Maharishi and Guru Dev. Jai Guru Dev.
Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev. We are very joyfully celebrating your birthday today here, all together in Maharshi's Peace Palace, Maharaja, and we really are very grateful that in the midst of all the dynamic activity going on there in Pune and with the Maharshi Veda land, that you took time to give us this beautiful blessing that you just spoke out to all of us here and around the world. And I think that all of us feel very much from your address today and what is happening today that it's really, really inspiring that India is grasping the greatness and glory of His Holiness Maharshi Mahesh Yogi and seeing it reflected so beautifully in you and your leadership. This is something that we've all longed for, that India awakens to realize that in His Holiness Maharshi Mahesh Yogi is a world sage, a historic leader of the transformation of Kali Yuga into Sat Yuga, a supreme teacher embodying everything about his divine master Gurudev Brahmanand Saraswati. So it seems as if with your leadership they've really begun to understand who Maharshi is and his offering of the Vedic technologies of consciousness on a level that can really truly do the job, as you just said. It's not just a hope or piety, it's completely real transformation of the world that is in the power of the grace of Gurudev embodied in Maharshi's teaching. And this, for India, Ved Bhumi Bharat, this is the hope of the whole future of the human race, that India understands and applies everything in the Vedic technologies of consciousness through particularly the Maharshi Vedic Pandits practicing yoga and yagya, through Maharshi Vedaland there in Pune, and through the gathering of larger and larger groups. As you said, it takes some time to establish 10,000 to fly together on that level that can really just water the root of life of everybody on earth. But it's happening. And we see in you an example for us all, that you are focusing completely on all the things that Maharshi focused on. You are working really without any let or hindrance, completely, freshly devoted day by day to making those great initiatives of Maharishi, the plan, the blueprint for the world's future that he designed and bestowed upon us. So we are grateful that we have a leader like you. We just heard Maharishi say in this tape that he asked the press to look and see you and say, here is the embodiment of ideal leadership. And we're always remembering his statement that he looked at all the billions of people in the world and he found in you the only person who could manage this level of responsibility. And when it was January the 9th, 2008, he said, now it is coming up to, at midnight, it'll be Maharaja's birthday, and he is here to guide the whole world. So we really have a wonderful time each year to remember especially those impulses of Maharishi, of support for you, of having chosen you as that unique person to embody everything that Maharishi focused on and make it happen, finally, completely for the world. And we all have a big wish together to support all of those activities that you have initiated for the global coherence, for permanent world peace, for global invincibility, for heaven on earth for the human race. We are completely, all of us together in our own little ways, doing anything we can to make all of that happen. And we are really very fortunate to have a leader who is just embodying all of that Maharishi brought out to accomplish that for the human race. Prevention-oriented administration, as Maharishi just said in the talk, an administration that will not allow any suffering to be dawning anywhere in the world anymore. So we're very fortunate to be on your team and to completely do everything we can this year and every year to fulfill Maharishi's vision that he gave as a legacy to you to lead the world to accomplish. So a big happy birthday to you, Maharaja-ji. And we're going to hear your talk with Swami Giri in a moment, right? And Puna, that's beautiful talk. The talk of the Swami Giri really does show that they fully understand Maharishi's greatness and glory and see it reflected in you. It's really true. When you hear the words of this great leader of India, you really know they're getting it now completely and seeing it in you day by day. So thank you for taking the time in the midst of all that dynamic activity to join this celebration here, which is being broadcast around the world. And I think we would like to sing. So, happy birthday to you, heaven on earth to you, happy CC, happy GC, happy unity to Maharaja-ji. Through you, heaven on earth for all. Through you, heaven on earth for all. Take it there. And Dr. Hartman, would you like to give your wishes to Maharaja-ji?
Prime Minister ji?
Yes, Raj Luis?
Prime Minister ji?
Yes?
I can hardly, I have to say something.
Good.
It's okay? Can I say?
Yes, absolutely.
Today I was seeing how Maharaja, on behalf of Maharishi, was using his birthday for the highest goals that
Maharishi was telling us in the tape, and admiring that infinite innocence, supreme knowledge, all the best qualities of Maharishi flowing through Maharaja, guiding all the great leaders of India and giving them Maharishi's knowledge for creating world peace. And it's very difficult to resist, to don't say, what a precious day of her birthday, making Maharishi's knowledge maximum justice and make it available in the highest level in the way that could change the destiny of mankind for the permanent world peace. So just wanted at least to say what a beautiful birthday to Maharaja ji.
Very good. Jai Gurudev. Thank you, Rajaloos. And Aikiji, would be good, Minister of Architecture.
Jai Gurudev. Today, on this most auspicious day of Maharaja's birthday, we must expand our vision and think big. Already last year was incredible when Maharaji was leading his coherence-creating army of natural law from victory to victory around the world. Compare this to the invincible army of Sri Ram, who built the Ram Setu bridge by hand to Sri Lanka of yore. This year, 2025, corresponds to number 9. Last year, 2024, to number 8. And next year, 2026, to number 10. In the sequence of Maharishi's 10 levels of Brahm, level 9 are the 8 Prakritis, the 8 divisions of nature, unified by the 9th totality of Paraprakriti. And level 10 is the final, unified totality of Purusha. This means that we are close to the completion of heaven descending, totality dawning in the collective consciousness of the human race, global Ramraj established for all times to come. So thank you, Maharaji, and happy birthday. All gratitude to Maharaji and all glory to Sri Gurudev. Maharaj Adiraj Rajaram Vidyayante Taram Jai Gurudev.
Dr. Shanbhaka, would you like to say some blessing? Minister of Education. Okay.
Jai Gurudev. Happy birthday, Maharaja. I'm deeply impressed about all your achievements, both as well the field of knowledge and also, of course, the field of action. What we just heard today is really amazing, and I think 10 years ago nobody really thought this would be possible, but today we see it really growing, so I'm really impressed about it. And I would like to reflect a little bit on what you're presenting in your book and also in your courses on consciousness is all that there is. From the field of physics, from the field of quantum cosmology, I have some idea how physicists describe that out of the unmanifest, the manifest evolving universe emerges. And if you look into it, maybe a few hundred, maximum a few thousand physicists know how this could happen from their mathematical formulation. And if I looked into it and compared to it, how you explained it in very simple and yet very profound words, I was really struck about it, how you really grasped this essence and could explain it to everyone who reads your book or who attends your courses. You just see the basic principles that otherwise only are studied very vaguely from physicists in quantum cosmology. So this emergence out of the unmanifest, the emergence of this sequentially evolving universe, it really was amazing for me to see how you could express it in this simple and yet very profound words. So I would say you're really, even from the perspective of physicists, you're a most fundamental physicist who explains how the universe, how the creation emerges out from the field of consciousness, and even seeing that all that there is only consciousness. So I wish you a really very happy birthday and great success in all your undertakings. Jai Gurudev Maharaja.
I think everyone here would like to express their joy of Maharaja's birthday, but we have a big cake that we'd like to show before we might lose Maharaja to his next appointment. So Dr. Susie Swan, would you like to present the cake? And in the meantime, Raja Chris and Dr. Anne, if you would like to participate. Okay.
Jai Gurudev, and happy birthday, Maharaja. It must be so very, very fulfilling for all the people of Vedbhumi Bharat to see the reality of their tradition so manifest in the human physiology. Your discovery must just be absolutely thrilling, and it shows the reality of all that they have heard and grown up with to be not just valid for themselves, but for every single person of every land in the world, every tradition. Everyone has the same physiology, and every physiology is made of Ved. And not just that, but to have the technology to realize that and to rise to higher states of consciousness. What a wonderful gift you are bringing them from Maharshi, and what a wonderful celebration these days must be. Every day, every month, every year now will be the unfoldment truly of heaven on earth. And we are just so inspired by all that you're doing, and we just wish you well and Godspeed in every way. And may you always have Maharshi's light shining on you, that beautiful bliss, that ocean of consciousness supporting you and propelling you on and on. And something.
Happy birthday, Maharajaji. We hope that all the grahas will continue to bless you today, all year, and through all your endeavors. I think the reason people come to the realization of the fulfillment of Maharshi's knowledge so completely, so immediately, is because we have the knowledge in a logical, systematic way, the theoretical framework. He gave us the technologies which allow the person to experience this reality directly, that supreme awakening. But he also gave us Maharaja, who has that light of all-knowing consciousness, of Jyotishmati Pragya, shining so brightly from within. So even just being in your presence is a kind of giant step forward that illumines the knowledge so completely from within and from without. So we wish you a very happy birthday and many, many decades, many, many yugas of this bright light of pure consciousness shining within you and all around you. Thank you so much, and Jai Gurudev.
And Raja Bruce, would you light the light of the cake with Dr. Susie explaining about the cake? is the cake lighting the light of pure consciousness. We always say the light of life for all mankind. Now we know it is the light of all reality, since consciousness is all there is. And physiology is consciousness and nothing else whatsoever. The whole material universe is consciousness, and that is all that it is. Neha nanasti kinchana. Go ahead, Raja Bruce.
Lighting the light in the symbolic of pure consciousness, the light of life for all mankind, and wishing our dear Maharaja a very beautiful birthday, which we can see he's experiencing. And I think, as Anne said, decades and yugas leading us into the full sunshine of the Age of Enlightenment. Jai Gurudev.
We're going to explain the cake. Did you want to explain the cake, Susie?
Yes. I would love Koshal to please play a short clip, because 1 minute, because you don't really see it. But the achievements this year are, from birthday to birthday, are so immense that we couldn't have one theme. So please go ahead, video department.
As is our tradition on this auspicious day, we offer Rajaramji a birthday cake that follows a knowledge theme to represent all his incredible achievements from birthday to birthday. This year is different. It has not a single key achievement. It has 7 waves of achievements, starting from the first wave on the cosmic level.
On the blissful birthday of our Maharaja Adhiraj Rajaram, on the 10th of January 2025, we offer 7 waves of blissful celebration. Happy, brilliant birthday, dearest Maharajaji, our Dr. Tony Nader. Maharaja stirring consciousness to awaken the Vishwadeva. Immense wave of adorations, awash with tender gratitude. Wave after wave of expansive and incredible successes. Resolution is now being fulfilled for permanent 10,000 groups. Bestseller books, advanced courses, consciousness advisors. High-profile recognition, Maharishi International University President, adored and respected. 7 waves of blissful celebration to reach every golden grain of creation. The 7th wave descends onto the golden sands of all of creation. From this emerges the birthday cake, the summation of your nourishing leadership. The relative surface is represented by a fine almond crumble, cladding the inner rich cake of 7 fruits and spices from Mother Earth. With our deepest love and infinite gratitude. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Susie, for this beautiful offering to Maharajaji. Very appropriate, summarizing all the achievements of 2024 and giving us a great feeling for what is ahead in the new year, 2025. Raja Paul, would you like to give some wish?
Jai Gurudev. Great happy birthday, Maharaja-ji. Your vision and your resolve to establish a group of 10,000 in this last year opened the way for the establishment now of permanent groups to fulfill the one thing that we can do to change the tides of time, to create this big group permanently. So we thank you, Maharaja, for that vision and that resolve you had last year, which has opened the way. And we are feeling it around the world in every country. We're so happy to have you in India, addressing us from India, the land of the Veda, which Maharishi felt should be is the source of this knowledge. And to feel your blessings from India is deeply fulfilling to us in every country around the world. For example, in Canada, there's an unprecedented awakening of the Indo-Canadian community to your knowledge. Some of the groups that met with you in India are existing in Canada and opening the way to create groups in Canada now. In Turkey, since the 10,000 course, we've had a permanent group now in the Maharishi Peace Palace, the whole year creating coherence. Unprecedented. So it's opening up now, we all feel, everywhere around the world. And we thank you again and again, Maharaja-ji, for all your gifts to us from Maharishi. Jai Gurudev.
Raja Felix, would you like to give some?
Consciousness is all that is, and since consciousness is Jai Gurudev, consciousness is all that is, and since consciousness is bliss, so we wish you an extremely blissful day, and through your bliss, bliss for everyone on this planet. Jai Gurudev.
Who else? So, Raja Konoshase, would you like to speak?
Jai Gurudev. Dear Maharaja-ji, so many good and wonderful things have been told about you and to you, and we can just agree and underline every word. And we wish that your awareness, your wakefulness, your consciousness is always so wide, so unlimited, that it is one with Maharishi consciousness, with Gurudev, with total natural law, that all your goals you are pursuing will be achieved by you just with a great joy and bring fulfillment to this world, affluence and peace, just as Maharishi has conceived it already in the year of 1972 in his master plan, in his world master plan. We wish you a wonderful day. Enjoy, and we are also enjoying your birthday. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you. And Raja Harris, if you're connected there.
Jai Gurudev, such a beautiful day, and it's one in which I think Maharaja himself outlined. I'll just take the mute of just 1 second so it won't feedback.
Is Raja Alberta there? Yeah. Yes.
I think Maharaja himself gave the feeling or the clue in Maharishi and what he spoke about Rajaram. which is that all of us look around the world these days and we see the issues that bring our hearts to a little bit of a standstill and make us wonder what more that we can do. And there's always a tendency when that happens to think how we can rush out and what can we do on the level of action. But at the end of the day, we have the ability to end these traumas for the world. And the way that'll happen, and the way that it is happening, is through the Vedic knowledge. It's beautiful, Maharajaji, that you're in India today, the land of the source of this knowledge, which I'm sure is embracing you with its wings and is so thrilled. I'm sure all those aspects of natural law which are like to abide in that area must be coming around and thrilling that there's someone there who is the champion of that knowledge, the champion of that knowledge in his being, the champion of that knowledge in his action, in his soft action. There's no other way than embracing this knowledge, and that is being done, that is being offered to the world as Maharshi wanted. I think is a legacy of greatness that Maharshi pointed to will be all our experience in the beautiful tape today. We're deeply proud of you. We deeply admire you. We deeply honor you. We deeply love you. Just watching all the faces in the Brahmastone and the smiles, that sense of joy that Maharshi gave to the world, the Maharaja, who had the knowledge and the soft intention to make it happen. We were thrilled also today to see dear Velia with you, upholding and supporting you. And we all want to have that feeling that we're all there to support and do whatever we can so that this beautiful, blissful, perfect, powerful, most powerful knowledge is available for the whole world. We wish so much for you, as everyone has said, that you have a blissful day and blissful time in India and blissful years to come. At the same time, we know that your own internal desire, which you expressed in recognizing what's going on, is that the world comes up this year and has the chance to really accomplish what Maharshi offered them. All love from everyone in the whole global family, Maharajaji. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Raja Harris. And Anna Marika Chu, would you like to say something for the new generation?
Jai Gurudev. It's really Jai Shri Ram. I feel it's the embodiment of Ram that we have seen in you and we have experienced directly in your presence and being that Maharshi cultivated and cultured and shared with us to really bring the whole world and next generation to live heaven on earth. And it's just a joy to be basking in the celestial and yet human divine gathering of all these enlightened souls that are all there to support you and to guide our organization and bring in a new wave that is already growing and expanding with a new generation of leaders to support you and really bring Maharshi's vision for heaven on earth to all. And it's an absolute honor and joy to support every breath and every step of yours to fulfill Maharshi's and Gurudev's vision. And celebrate Jai Shri Ram today. Jai Jai Shri Ram, Jai Gurudev.
Thank you. And Raja Alberto and Margarita.
Jai Gurudev. What else to add? On this day where the birthday child actually receives the gifts, Maharajaji, you are giving us the big gifts, one after the other, the experience of 10,000 that we can even ourselves do. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Happy birthday.
And Dr. Susie Dobek, would you like to wish happy birthday?
I remember when Maharshi asked the group of Rajas, what is the... Huh? This one? Hello, is this fine? I remember when Maharshi asked a group of Rajas toward the end of their training, what is the most important quality to have for success? Write down one quality and we'll hear these one after the other. And so everyone wrote, creativity, intelligence, self-sufficiency, and so on. And then they read them out, and Maharshi said, the most important quality to have is support of nature, which is the right thought at the right time. The right thought at the right time. And even when we talked about it afterwards to Maharshi, Raja Michael and I, he kept saying that's the ultimate support of nature, is the right thought at the right time, the most important quality to have. And I'm struck by our wonderful Maharaja, Dr. Tony Nader. He seems always to have the right thought at the right time, to meet the situation on the level that it presents itself, for the needs, the possibilities, just balancing what is the highest with what they're able to do in the next step, whether it's a country, a group, a special group of people who have, there's something to give to Maharshi, and it's just that he has that gift of whenever you hear him speak in whatever situation, it's the right thought at the right time to move things forward to higher and higher levels of achievement, fulfillment, and bliss. So we give you all love, our dear Maharajaji, Raja Ram. Thank you for the example you set of the right thought at the right time, and all your beautiful, amazing qualities and extraordinary brain power. We thank you so much. Jai Gurudev.
Dr. Rolla, would you like to wish happy birthday?
Thank you for this thank you for this beautiful day, and I wish you and for all, also for you. You have also birthday, huh? And all the best for the whole world. Freedom, free for all, and also for the Indian people and the whole world, together with Maharshi wisdom and the wisdom from the old Vedic tradition, the master from the transcendental experience, transcendental meditation, was give for us all the best development for all the people on the whole world. Jai Gurudev.
Second time he's spoken English in his life.
Thank you, Dr. Rolla. And we want to also point out that this is another very precious birthday that is an extraordinary force in the world movement, in all fields of unfoldment of total knowledge, Dr. Lila Maria Hartmann-Stein. So I'd ask, yes, go ahead and then we'll sing to you afterwards.
On behalf of Raja Eckhart and myself, we would like to add our birthday wishes to you, Maharajaji. And you have been trumpeting out Maharshi's knowledge and the reality of experience, that consciousness is all there is. And what does that mean? It means that you're seeing every single individual on this earth or wherever they may be as totality of consciousness, as totality of existence, of all that there is. And by you seeing every individual as their total, full birthright, their full potential, by you being there and seeing everyone on earth in that light of totality, in that reality of totality, that in itself is changing the world forever. And we cannot begin to imagine or to marvel who is he who sees totality in every point. And we are very grateful and infinitely grateful to Maharshi for pointing out to us that this is Maharaj Adivaj Rajaram, that this is Rajaram, that this is the administrator of all that is. So happy birthday and thank you for leading the world from the field of consciousness, for being the administrator of all there is. Jai Gurudev.
Happy birthday to you, heaven on earth to you. Happy CC, happy GC, happy unity to Lila Maria. Through you, heaven on earth for all. Through you, heaven on earth for all. We actually received the tapes of what was happening in Pune, and Dr. Swan, did you want to introduce the rest of the tapes? Maharaja spoke on his birthday at the Maharishi Vedaland, and then a very distinguished Indian leader praised him so highly. Go ahead.
Yes, that was Maharaja's birthday celebration on the Vedaland. Is a beautiful Vedic celebration with Vedic Pandits, and Maharaja spoke so beautifully from the heart, we will hear, and he was sitting with Swami Giriji, who is...
Jai Gurudev Peterji?
Yes, Jai Gurudev.
Maharaja was feeling that will be nice for all our family to listen the message of Swami Govinda Giri Maharaj, who was in the celebration this morning in the lake. And Swami Govinda Giri Maharaj is one of the greatest erudites of Vedic knowledge, and is considered at the moment is the saint of Indian government for all purposes and higher aspirations of the government. He represents the Swami that represents the highest authorities of the government of India in El Ram Mandir and in international representation of India with religious authorities. So he is highest profile wise of Swami of our times, and it will be very nice if you can hear what he said, because it's beautiful.
Raja Luisji, we would love to hear what Maharaja said before Swami Giri Maharaj. Would that be all right?
Maharaja was giving priority to hearing Swami Girima. If all of you want to
Okay.
listen again, but because it's really in essence something encapsulates something very beautiful that which is good to hear.
Let's listen to Swami Giri
From
Govinda
the
Maharaj.
authority, from the spiritual authority of the highest caliber in India.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, Raja Luis Ji. We'll cue up the video so that we can listen to Swami Giri Govinda Maharaj Ji.
While you're tuning up, Peter Ji, I want to express my congratulations and delight of sharing the birthday with a great leader in our world, our dear Rani, Lila Maria, and she's really exemplary and is rising to be on the top level of leadership, organizing power, care, and fullness, innocence, yet great discipline and great organizing power. And every year we share this birthday together, and I cannot be more happy than sharing with her this birthday. So happy birthday. Send you our love and appreciation for what you do, your illustrious family, and all that we are all doing together. So it's a joy to be together. I wanted also to, just as they are getting into the place where Swami Giri speaks, we met Swami Giri in the Making Vedic India, introduced to us by the top leader of Indian community and Indian society in politics and in knowledge and in science that we have all known, Sri Singalji. And we had an agreement with him, and he grew up in the responsibility. And I personally immediately felt with him just this purity of that person, of that personality. Absolutely pure. He immediately acknowledged Maharishi's teaching. He adopted it. He went around supporting it and supporting everything that is going on with Maharishi. And his support of Sattva got him more and more actually in the government level. And when Ayodhya, they inaugurated Ram Mandir with the Prime Minister and the very top leaders of India, he was the guru. He was the one who spoke. He was the one who organized the whole proceedings. And as Raja Luis said, he truly is now the supreme kind of reference in terms of Veda, in terms of knowledge, spirituality, and practice in India. And so he was there with us on the 10,000 course. You have all met him. He spoke brilliantly again. And now he came especially today and just for a couple of hours to be with us and to celebrate and again acknowledge the project that's happening in Pune, and also it happens to be also to celebrate and bless the birthday and acknowledge what Maharishi is doing and what he has done. So it was a great day, and thank you all again. I want to thank everyone for their wishes, their feelings, their expressions. It really is glorious, inspiring, and touching. And together we continue. And again, I'd like to emphasize that I see the future truly, truly very soon as changing in the right direction towards heavenly life on earth. Jai Gurudev.
Maharaja.
काली जी को पहना दो और काली जी प्रसाद
वर्णानाम् अर्थसङ्घानां रसानां छन्दसामपि मङ्गलानां च कर्तारौ वन्दे वाणी विनायकौ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् यस्य वेदमयी वाणी यस्य देवमयी तनुः यस्य ब्रह्ममयी दृष्टिः स गुरुः पातु मां सदा. It's very fortunate for me that I could attend this very pleasant program. My Srimad Bhagavad Katha is going on in Mumbai, and for this special day, I desired to come to felicitate our revered Maharaja ji, this being his birthday. He is from the very, very pious tradition which has been given to us by great Param Puja Mahesh Yogi Ji Maharaj. He connected us to Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya's parampara, and after him Brahmananda Saraswati Ji Maharaj parampara is again connected because of and through Revered Maharaja Ji to Kanchi parampara also. So the whole Bharat we have now included here. Whole Bharat is existent here. This is the miniature of Bharat, I think. And therefore, here, according to the dreams of Puja Maharshi Mahesh Yogi Ji Maharaj, here the map of Akhanda Bharat has been created. The miniature of Bharat Mata we can see here on this Veda Bhumi. It's really very strange that we came to this land. One cannot imagine how this happened, how the idea came to the mind of Kaleji. It did not come, it is not his thinking, but it is the expression of Vedas and the grace of Guru through himself. It is the expression of the grace of Vedas themselves, because the great Guru Maharishi Mahesh Yogi Ji dreamed of Bharat, the great Bharat. He dreamed for the wellness of the whole universe. But the base of the wellness of the whole universe can be Bharat only. And therefore, his dreams were coming true only in Bharat. And therefore, here we are seeing that the Vedic principles have been established on this land. We are working in the field of Vedas for 4 decades, Maharishi Vedavyas Pratishthan. But the first was how to protect the vocal chanting of Vedas. The second stage was how to protect the real meaning of Vedas. But the third stage is how to bring all those principles actualized visibly. And on this plane, on this stage, this Veda Bhumi has become the dream coming true of not only Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, but all our saints, all our Jagat Gurus and the whole tradition, the Rishis, the Acharyas, and the saints of this Bhumi, they all, through Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, propelled Kaleji to do this, and this has been actualized. And today it is overblessed because we are celebrating the birthday of the great personality which Maharishi Mahesh Yogi Gurudev has given to us. He has appointed him as Maharaja, and therefore after the Maharaja of Ayodhya, Bhagavan Sri Ram, we regard him as Maharaja for this Vedic world. And today, all these Vedic students and teachers have gathered to bless him. They are protecting Vedas. They have learned Vedas by heart, but the secrets behind the mantras, the procedure to take out the whole power from the mantras, that can be taught only by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi tradition. And that you people have done. How to recite Vedas in Paravani. Now, how to take the breaks between the padas or the padas. Padas are different from padas. So, all this is taught only by this tradition. Now, I think this is the time that the Deva Bhumi Bharat, Veda Bhumi Bharat is soon going to be established as Vishwa Guru, the Guru of the whole world. Today is a very, very special day because tomorrow is Dwadashi, and on this Dwadashi, which we now call Pratishtha Dwadashi, Bhagavan Sri Ram was installed there in Janmabhoomi temple in Ayodhya. Tomorrow, 1 year is being completed for that great event, which we saw after 5 centuries. And the year is being completed tomorrow. This is the previous evening, this is the previous day. So now we are going to take off for Vishwa Guru Bharat from this day of birthday of Reverend Maharaja ji. All the Vedas, the Rishis, the Acharya, the saints are blessing him, and they are looking towards him as the icon of fulfilling our dreams. And it's really great that our Kaleji has tried his best to create this land, which is unimaginable, really unimaginable. Really speaking, according to me, it's very impractical too, because but he has brought the dreams come true, and therefore we should have the confidence that nothing is impossible. Kaleji has set an example by creating this land. None could have dared this, but he did. And with grace of Guru Parampara, he has achieved what he was trying to achieve. And at this time of birthday of Maharaja ji, we beg his blessings too for this project. And I think he will wholeheartedly bless the project and take us ahead, ahead, and ahead till we reach the dream that his great Guru had seen. Bharat Mata ki Jai.
We are blessed. Your words have elevated this day to a supreme level. Swamiji, we bow down to you and in gratitude to Kaleji for whole work that he has done with the support of his family and all the knowledge we have had. Raja Luis, also a strong power behind and supporting and caring, and all the leaders of Maharishi's movement. are in awe for what is happening. It's indeed a big dream, and with your blessings, Kaliji's blessings, and all of us, this will, I hope, become very practical and fulfilling. Namaste. Thank you for blessing us today. We are overjoyed and most honored.
So I leave now.
Yes.
I have to read for my katha. Hey, bahar ka nila.
Amazing, amazing. Maharajaji, this was an absolutely wonderful expression of appreciation for Mahashi's knowledge, how it's being expressed through yourself and through everything that you do, and through Mahashi's enlivenment of the Vedic tradition of India, of how Kaliji, Sri Kaliji, has created a miniature of Bharat Mata, of India, Vedic India, there at Maharshi Vedaland, and deep appreciation for how the thought was not Kaliji's thought, it was Mahashi's thought, and it manifested through Kaliji. And also how Maharshi dreamed or desired or had the sankalpa for the wellness of the whole world, the whole universe. But that could only become a reality through Bharat, through India. It has to have a point to become real. And this is, as he said, as Swamiji said, that we are seeing the very principles have been established on this land. The Swamiji said that he has been working in the field of the Vedas for 4 decades, and he described the stages, how to protect the vocal chanting of the Vedas, and the second stage was how to protect the real meaning of the Vedas. He said, but the third stage is how to bring all those principles actualized visibly, how to make them all visibly actualized. And on this plane, on this stage, Veda Bhumi, that place that Kaliji has created, has become the dream coming true not only of Maharshi, but of all our saints, all our great Jagat Gurus, and the whole tradition, the rishis, the acharyas, teachers, and the saints of this Veda Bhumi, this great India. And they all are coming through Maharshi and propelled Kaliji to do this, create this Veda land there, which is a microcosm of all the Vedic knowledge expressed on the land. And he said, this event, this creation is over-blessed today because of the birthday of Maharaj and this great personality which Maharishi Mahesh Yogi has given to us. He appointed him as Maharaja, and therefore, after the Maharaja of Ayodhya, Parashuram, we regard him as Maharaja for this Vedic world. And today all these Vedic students and teachers have gathered to bless him. They are protecting the Vedas. They have learned Veda by heart. But the secrets behind the mantras, the procedure to manifest the power of the mantras, that can be taught only by Maharshi Mahesh Yogi tradition. And that you people have done how to recite the Vedas in Paravani, what Maharshi calls para, with transcendental consciousness, silent level of awareness. From that level, the Pandits reciting the Veda. And how to take the breaks and all this is taught only by this tradition, Maharshi's tradition. So he, as Prime Minister, said, this great Swamiji really understands, he really deeply appreciates and lives that reality of what Maharaja is, what Maharshi has created and what Maharaja is now bringing to fulfillment, greater and greater fulfillment. And then Swamiji said that tomorrow 1 year is completed since the establishment of the Ram temple in Ayodhya. And he said, so now we are going from here to Ayodhya for the great celebration in Ayodhya. And he said, he emphasized the significance of leaving from the birthday of Maharaja to go to that. So he really understands everything so deeply. And
Dr. Swan?
Yes.
Sorry, just a comment. When he was saying that the first Ram was Raja Ram of Ayodhya, not Parashur Ram, but Raja Ram.
Ah, sorry.
And then this now in our time is Maharaja. That's what he said. That Maharaja is not only the Raja Ram of our movement, is the Raja Ram for the world.
Yes.
As was Raja Ram of Ayodhya. That's what he said so beautifully.
Thank you, thank you. Anything else? And Swamiji went on to say that all the Vedas, the Rishis, the Acharyas, the saints are blessing Kalaji, and they're looking towards him as the icon for fulfilling our dreams. And it's really great that our Kalaji has tried his best to create this land. And he said at one point that it's a very impractical project from his point of view, but somehow he's done it, and it's a wonderful thing that he has done. And where are we? Yes, he said it's really unimaginable. And really speaking, according to me, it's very impractical too. But he has brought the dreams, made them come true, and therefore we should have the confidence that nothing is impossible. Kalaji has set an example by creating this land. None could have dared this, but he did. And the grace of Gurudev, Guru Parampara, has achieved what he was trying to achieve. And at this time of the birthday of Maharajaji, we beg his blessings for this project. And I think he will wholeheartedly bless the project and take us ahead and ahead and ahead till we reach the dream that his great Guru has seen. Thank you very much. So Raja Luis-ji, you are there with Maharajaji and so many great leaders of the movement. Are there any others who would like to give their comments and their appreciation of Maharajaji on his birthday? It was such a wonderful day of tremendous historic achievement.
We missed Walter. Walter.
We have Dr. Walter Melk who would like to give his wishes.
Jai Gurudev Maharajaji. I want also to thank you and congratulate you on your birthday, also in the name of Dr. Bisha and all health professionals, because you have done so much on this area of health and created a complete new understanding what health is and what our physiology is. And as Maharishi has said, you have bridged the gap between consciousness and physiology, a gap which seems to be unsurmountable, but you have turned this hard problem into no problem, and has shown that there is a sequential evolution from consciousness, and as Maharishi said, from Atma, Veda, Sharia, and Vishwa, and has substantiated this also in your research and with modern science. So this gives a complete new understanding of what health is and how we can achieve health. And so you have created this golden bridge. And I was just thinking when Dr. Aike has mentioned the bridge to Lanka, how you have found the bridge to Lanka in the physiology. It is cerebellar peduncles, just as a small item, and so many amazing things which you have done in your research. And also, one could say that it is you are able to bring together even controversial viewpoints, because you are showing there is a deeper level where there is this unity. And so therefore, because this is truly integrative medicine. And so it's really the realization of the Sanskrit word for health, swasthya, to be established in oneself. And if this is not done only on the individual level, but also on the collective level, so this gives really the path free to an increasingly disease-free society. So we wish you all the best for your birthday, and say Ayurved Amritanam. Jai Gurudev.
Today is also another anniversary. It is the 40th anniversary of Maharishi's inauguration of the European continental capital here at Meru, the Netherlands, where we are. This was on the 10th of January 1985 that Maharishi inaugurated it in The Hague, the capital of the Netherlands, where he had brought together 6,000 yogic flyers to create a second taste of utopia. 1985 was 1 year after the Taste of Utopia in Fairfield, Iowa, at Maharishi International University. And Maharishi had the inspiration there in The Hague in 1985 to establish this holy place, this great capital of what became the international capital of the global country of world peace later, for Vedic knowledge to radiate out and enlighten the world. And he crowned Maharaja. He established the global country of world peace. He trained Rajas and ministers. He gave total knowledge to the world. And he set everything in order for the world to be, what he said, a happy bird. And this was from here, from where we are sitting. So now we'll have, it's an 11-minute video of Maharishi's inauguration of the European continental capital on the 10th of January 1985. Jai Gurudev for the Age of Enlightenment. His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Inauguration of the continental capital of Europe. Maharishi's opening remarks and cake blessing. 10th of January 1985, The Hague, the Netherlands.
The opportune moment has come to inaugurate this long cherished fulfillment of the great need for the world, continental capital of Europe. Continental capital of Europe means a place from where healthy, wealthy and wise Europe will be maintained. Healthy, wealthy and wise. It's a simple old desire of the wise. Throughout the ages, the wise have had this phrase, healthy, wealthy and wise. European continental capital of the age of enlightenment means that level of consciousness which will disallow ill health, which will disallow ignorance, which will disallow poverty. Perfect health, full of wisdom, that means enlightenment, and wealth. Wealth is on its practical level, wealth means self-sufficiency, affluence, self-sufficiency and affluence, which gives us that fulfilled state of royalty in life, where life is lived on the level of fulfillment. That is a wealthy life, fully contented, always blossoming in the ways of fulfillment. So when we think of European capital of the age of enlightenment, we think of that consciousness in Europe which will maintain the supreme dignity of life. Supreme dignity of life, life on the level of fulfillment. That is the capital of European capital of the age of enlightenment. Age of enlightenment, where fullness of life belongs to everyone, and a capitalized value of the age of enlightenment, where enlightenment is a living reality. Enlightenment is a living reality. Now we have seen for the last 2 weeks, Holland had that lively wholeness of life enlivened from here. The holistic value of life enlivened from the total potential of natural law, and that having been created in Europe from this center during this during this month, during the past month, the ending of the last year and beginning of this year, it has demonstrated that liveliness of life, that liveliness of wholeness of life. Last year we did this in US and we had the taste of utopia. And this year we wanted to have irreversibility to that taste. Shouldn't remain just a taste anymore now after a year of the taste. Should be a perpetual thing. Utopia to perpetuate in Europe. And that is what we are inaugurating today. Utopia to perpetuate in Europe. We are in. We are inaugurating European capital of the Age of Enlightenment in an atmosphere and at a time where European consciousness is very lively in the dignity of fullness. Very lively. The 7,000 governors of the Age of Enlightenment in one place, operating on that total potential of natural law. It has been a very great achievement, not only for Europe, but for the whole world. And in this rich atmosphere, in the presence of the now about 4,000 governors of the Age of Enlightenment, but we will still call this assembly in terms of 7,000. Because we were 7,000 2 weeks ago, and when I went into silence, and I still have that momentum of 7,000. So in that great momentum of wholeness of life, it's a very beautiful thought, it's a very creative thought of this land of wholeness, as we call it, Holland, to inaugurate the European capital of the Age of Enlightenment with the goal of maintaining irreversibility of utopia. This evening we are inaugurating the European capital of the Age of Enlightenment, and tomorrow we will inaugurate this Vedic University. for perfect health and long, long life in the direction of immortality for all the people of Europe, and through them to the whole population of the world for all generations to come. Jai Gurudev. Gurudev. The rest we do tomorrow.
Could ask Raja Luis again if there's anybody.
Raja Luis Ji, are you connected? I would invite Prime Minister to comment on this historic address of Maharshi's, establishing this capital here where we are.
This was the Grand Assembly that was in The Hague in that winter, immediately after the Taste of Utopia winter. And I think we got over 6,000 were there together and had gathered to create a European example of the dawn of a utopian civilization for the world. And as we can see that Maharshi wanted to, at that time, inaugurate European capital. We have actually the plaque of that Maharshi had created and held in his hands, and we'll show that maybe tomorrow in the meeting, and we'll place it up in the entryway here of Maharshi's Peace Palace. As Dr. Swan mentioned, the European capital, continental capital, and Maharshi moved here some years later. In 1990 he came here, became the international capital of the global country of world peace. So the dawn of this place, which I don't think we probably may have just gotten at this facility at that time, that was the basis for the whole establishment that's going on all around us. There's beautiful events going on here that will be unfolded also on January 12th. So it was a great moment, and we wanted to remember that. It's 40 years ago that Maharshi inaugurated the European continental capital of the Age of Enlightenment. Jai Gurudev.
Kaspar Jung is here, who found that plaque, and he'll have it ready for us tomorrow. Anything you'd like to say, Kaspar? Tomorrow. So tomorrow we will meet. Rashtrageet is at 13:30, comfortable time after lunch, and then we will have some brief chanting by the Maharshi Vedic Pandits, and then we'll have the inauguration of Maharshi Vedic University from the 11th of January 1985 by Maharshi in The Hague. So let's look forward to that, and if there is no other important business before the house, we will move on to cutting the cake. So perhaps we could ask Mother of Domain Margarita to cut the cake, please. Susie? could say I chose them because their saris are almost the same.
It's a wonderful choice to have
that extraordinary.
The creator of perfect interior to complement the exterior of life, to cut the cake, and working so closely with Maharaja and Velia and everything. And I just wanted to say, if Margarita likes us, that on behalf of Velia, the ultimate mother of our universe, we cut this cake for Maharaja.
It's very nice that we ladies, women's mother, take care of the nourishment through these wonderful cakes that Susie every year, with immense creativity from the pure consciousness, emerged this sweetness. And we are so happy to cut this cake on Maharaja's birthday. And I happily cut as Velia would be here. She loves cakes. And so cutting the cake is the symbolic, simple action, effortless, necessary. Here it comes. Symbolic of bringing fulfillment, enlightenment on earth, the whole nourishment, the whole spices, everything that represents the earth. Hmm? Take one of your flowers. Yeah.
Maharaja over here.
Yes.
So this is for long, long life in the direction of immortality for our dear, already enlightened, divine Maharajaji. And without doubt, through him, to the rest of the world.
So it's been a wonderful celebration. Maharaj Adiraj Rajaram Vijayante Taram Gurudev Brahmananda Saraswati Vijayante Taram. His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi was saying Jai Gurudev Vijayante Taram. Maharishi Vedic Vishwa Prashasanam Vijayante Taram. Maharishi Vishwa Vyapi Ram Raj Vijayante Taram. Maharishi Vishwa Shanti Rashtra Vijayante Taram. Vedic Pandits, Vijayante Taram, Jai Gurudev.
Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Light of God is bringing heaven on earth. Gurudev's grace is bringing heaven on earth. Heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. Light of God is bringing heaven on earth. is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Buddha's grace is bringing